not getting out of here!
Hold on, my dear. This won't last forever.
Doctor!
Your bracelet.
It's glowing! Why is it glowing?
Maybe it's absorbing the energy from the battle.
What? How? It's getting worse!
No, it's you. Your fear. It's reacting to your emotions. You have to calm down, Kimberly.
With all this going on?
Kimberly, if you don't get control of yourself, you'll kill us all.
I can't! Doctor, I can't!
I've never felt so helpless. That bracelet reaches critical mass. Who knows what it will do? It has enough energy by now to take out this entire sector of space.
Not exactly calming me down, Doctor!
All right. Listen to me. Look directly into my eyes. Focus only on me. There is nothing but my voice.
Your voice.
Exactly. Now close your eyes. Take slow, deep breaths. When you open your eyes again, everything will be better.
Status.
Aquarius reporting heavy damage. Her supply of torpedoes is exhausted. Shields down to 18%. Fly fighters down to 23%.
If they take out the Aquarius.
There'll be nothing to stop them.
Target designate base 1 destroyed. Base 1 destroyed.
We got another one.
2 down, 1 to go.
Base 3 withdrawing. Fly fighters disengaging.
I don't believe it.
Signal Aquarius our thanks. Have them dock on port 3 and begin immediate resupply. Secure from general quarters.
Aye, sir.
This isn't the last of it, you know.
Of course it isn't. That base star has moved off to report our presence. They'll be back.
We need a better defense against those fly fighters. I hear they're designing a new capital ship, carrier class, capable of launching 300 fighters or so they say, calling it a Battlestar or some such.
Battlestar? What a ridiculous name. Tell them to come up with something else.
Aquarius is docked, Commander.
Have their captains meet me here in the CIC.
Commander Millet reporting for Aquarius. Their captain was killed in battle.
Frack.
That makes you the ranking officer here, Captain. Come with me.
What is this?
Orders from command to be opened by the highest ranking officer should Zylons appear in this sector.
On paper?
You're to read the orders and then destroy the document. If it was on a scanner, the orders could be retrieved.
You any clue?
No, sir. Your eyes only. I will tell you this. They've been sitting there ever since this starbase was established. What do they say?
Commander Josette Millet, Star Cruiser Aquarius.
Commander Harris, this is Captain Bergen, Scout Cruiser Artemis.
Very sorry about your ship, Captain.
And my condolences on your captain.
He was a good man. Best I ever served under.
I'm taking command of the Aquarius. What is the crew complement?
We lost about 48 in the battle, sir. Between dead and convalescing wounded.
The Starboard Serpents is the nearest large ship. Request their captain to rendezvous with us and transfer some of their crew. Commander Millet with me. Oh, and Commander Harris, be watchful. There may be a Time Lord on your station.
Sir?
Keep your eye out for an old 20th century English police box. It's a time machine and spaceship. Time Lords like to travel in disguise.
What should we do if we find it?
Get rid of it. Throw it out of an airlock. I don't care. Just whatever you do, don't trust the Time Lords. Which way to your ship?
This way. Sir, if I may, have you ever commanded a Star Cruiser before?
No. Will that be a problem?
No, sir. Just need to know how I can help.
Good. That's what I want to hear.
Well, it looks like all that noise has stopped. Told you everything would be all right. You worry far too much for someone so young.
Traveling with you has aged me.
Only in the best ways, I'm sure.
Is that a grey hair? I've got a grey hair?
It's flattering.
You can be so frustrating sometimes. Most of the time. All the time.
How are you feeling?
Huh?
That bracelet of yours isn't glowing anymore. Well, not as much.
Yeah. Doctor, this thing has me scared. You don't know what it is, and you don't know what to do about it.
It has me stymied, I'll give you that. But the cure is here, we know that.
We know that it ends here, not that it's cured.
Always looking at the dark side of things. This is technology. If there's a way to get it on, there's a way to take it off. We will find it, trust me. I have never made a promise more sincere than this one. Uh-oh, unfriendly company. Let's go, Kim Lee.
What? Doctor?
Doctor. I knew it. It just had to be you. The face may change, but the clothes are a dead giveaway.
Frack, to coin a phrase.
The micron I saw that blasted police box, I knew you were involved.
Involved? In the attack? Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, I know you had nothing to do with that. But your very presence here sends off all kinds of alarms.
Sir?
Commander Millet, this is the Doctor. Known troublemaker. And who is this?
My very best friend, Kim Lee. Kim Lee, this is Captain Bergen. We've crossed paths before.
I'm guessing more like crossed swords.
That would be putting it mildly. Where is your other companion? Georgie was her name?
We no longer travel together.
Wise choice on her part. Well, you two better come with me.
Thank you for the invitation, but we were just leaving.
It wasn't an invitation.
Sir, do we have time for civilians?
This is no civilian. The Doctor is a Time Lord, a meddler. Look up his history and you'll see he's been a thorn in Galaxy Garrison's side for decades. If he's here, he's up to something, and I want him where I can keep an eye on him. So you're coming with us.
Captain, I am far too busy. I've told you before I have no interest in your war. So you can scuttle off and do whatever it was you planned to do. Just leave us alone, and I assure you I will leave you alone.
Doctor, let me make this as plain as I can. I will not let you interfere with our operations. You either come with me where I can ensure that, or I will shoot you here and now, and I will stand over you and keep shooting until you don't have any lives left. Have I made myself perfectly clear on the subject?
Patently.
This way.
You're a popular fellow, Doctor.
I blame too much sugar in her diet. Makes one edgy.
Here, the machine should appear right here.
I thought this thing would never take me back. Now where's...
Shut that door, right now!
What?
Don't move!
Who are you?
So, you finally decided to appear. There's no escape for you now. Not anymore, Time Lord.
Commander Millet.
This is Captain Bergen. Scout Cruiser Artemis.
Very sorry about your ship, sir. Brave crew.
She is taking command of the Aquarius.
Sir?
Plot a course for the Kessler system. Warp 5.
Sir, we have significant battle damage that needs repair. The damage report, Commander.
I'll take that, Lieutenant. We'll have to make do on the go. Carry out my order.
Yes, sir.
We have extensive damage, Captain. A lot of this we won't be able to repair ourselves. We need some time at the starbase, at least. Dry dock would be better.
Can't be helped. We have our orders and you have yours. Did you at least restock munitions?
Of course, sir. First thing.
Doctor, I'm sure you're dying of curiosity as to why I brought you along.
I thought you said it was so I wouldn't get into any funny business.
And the best way to do that is to give you something to do. Your experience with alien culture will prove invaluable.
You have a curious way of asking for our help.
Always willing to lend a hand, Captain.
No, you're not. And your sudden amiability makes me think you want something. Fine, whatever. As long as it gets me what I need and doesn't interfere with our mission, you can go and do whatever it is you set your heart to. Just as long as you remain cooperative.
What exactly is it you need me to be cooperative about?
I'll let you know when the time is right. In the meantime, Commander Millet will find you some comfortable quarters. I'll be in the ready room.
Yes, sir.
Where is that located?
Right over there, sir.
Yes. Dismissed.
She just gonna walk in and take over?
Back to your post, Lieutenant.
Has she ever commanded a Star Cruiser?
What do you think? This way, Doctor, Miss Wynne. The accommodations aren't first class, but they're serviceable.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you. I was really expecting you to throw me in some cell or something like that.
We can still do that.
No, that wouldn't be necessary.
I hope you can understand our surprise at your presence. We understood your kind keep mostly to themselves.
Not so much that I've noticed.
Which leads me to my question. Why are you here?
Why? Isn't it obvious?
So, you've come to observe.
Yes. If you must know, I'm here on an observation mission.
I thought so. So, you're not here to interfere.
Of course not. Oh, we Time Lords have a strict policy on non-interference.
That is not what the logs show. But then, you're not the usual Time Lord we have had encounters with.
Who would that be?
Calls himself the Doctor. Refuses to give a proper name.
Ah, yes. I know about him. Right, troublemaker? Very sorry.
Though let's talk more about you. Our scans show you to be human. We were aware Time Lords could change bodies, but change species.
When necessary, to blend in.
And why do you need to blend in?
If I told you, it would corrupt the data.
So you're observing us?
Maybe. Look, I've already told you more than I should. You'll have to take my word that I mean you no harm and promise that I won't interfere in anything you're doing.
I wish it were that simple.
It never is.
Commander, the starboard Serpents is in orbit and Admiral Mantika is requesting to come aboard.
I'll meet her at Transport Bay 3. In the meantime...
You're not going to lock me up, are you?
Of course not. You're free to move about the starbase just as any other civilian. But we will be observing you just as closely as you are observing us.
I don't doubt it.
I'll be in the transport bay.
Commander Harris, I'm Admiral Mantika, Starboard Serpents.
Welcome aboard, Admiral. You'll have to pardon the mess.
Yes, I'm sorry we missed the fight. It was very impressive you were able to hold off 3 base stars. Be that as it may, a lot more is going to be asked of you.
Sir?
The 6th, 12th, and 18th battle fleets are heading here right now. They're going to offload some personnel and then head to the Kessler system.
Admiral, we're just a small station. We can't service a fleet that size.
That's why you're getting the additional personnel. They'll augment your crew. You're going to need them.
May I ask what for, sir?
As of this moment, radio silence except for routine updates, which will report nothing out of the ordinary and normal traffic. Incoming ships will communicate with flash beacons.
Flash beacons? That's pretty old school. I'm not even sure I remember Morse code.
That's what your communication officer is for. Let him handle that. Just make sure you're supplied, the ships have what they need, and send them off on the quick.
Sir, I'm going to at least need to know what we should be expecting.
Casualties. Lots and lots of casualties.
Are you all right?
It's this bracelet. It's hurting.
Braveheart, we'll get it off.
How? We don't have the TARDIS. We're trapped on this ship. We're even trapped in this room.
Trapped?
They locked the door behind us. I heard it.
Locked us in? How cheeky!
I wish you'd take this more seriously.
Believe me, Kinley, our situation has my full and undivided attention. But as you say, we're rather at a disadvantage at the moment. Did you happen to notice the crew?
The crew? Not really. But I've never been on a ship like this before. The Madrigal was nothing like this.
The Madrigal was not a warship like the Aquarius, but the crew here is not what I expected.
How so?
That lieutenant on the bridge Commander Miller was talking to, how old would you say he is?
I don't know. Pretty young?
Very young. Couldn't be more than 19. A bridge officer in such an important position? with so little experience behind him. He's not the only one. More than half the people we've passed on the way here had to be in their late teens or early 20s. Now what does that tell you?
This war of theirs can't be going well.
Not well at all.
But they do win the war. They have to. We've been further into the future than this. We've seen humanity thrive.
That's the funny thing about walking in time like we do, Kim Lee. The future we see may not necessarily be the future that takes place. What happens here, the outcome of this war, will determine whether humanity goes on or ceases to exist.
What? Just like that? We could be witnesses to humanity's extinction?
It's very possible.
We have to do something!
Do what?
Help them! Help Earth win the war?
And how do you propose we do that? Who is to say that what we do or don't do tips the scales and is the catalyst that destroys the very alliance we are trying to save?
But you do this all the time! Interfere in one side over the other?
But you're asking us to alter the balance of power on a galactic scale that will have far-reaching consequences across the cosmos. No, Kim Lee, this is a pivotal moment in history and we must not interfere.
I can't believe you! You live to butt into things! You can't be stopped! But when you can make a real difference, when the lives of countless people can be saved, you do nothing?
And what about the Zylons? What about them?
What about them?
Don't they deserve to live as well?
Not at the cost of humanity.
But humanity gets to live at the cost of the Zylons.
You can find a way to save both.
Not this time. Here, history will have its own way. Feels like the ship has come out of war. Let's say we head to the bridge and find out what all the secrecy is about.
They locked us in.
When will you start having faith in me, my dear? Come along, don't lag behind.
Now entering the Kessler system, Commander.
Ready room. Captain, we've entered the Kessler system.
I'll be right there. Have we received any further communication from Galaxy Garrison?
No, sir. Shall we make an inquiry?
Negative. Radio silence from now on.
What are you doing, Bergen?
Radio silence. Out here in the middle of nowhere? What's going on?
I'm guessing we'll find out in a micron.
Assume standard orbit around the second planet, Mr. Mitchell.
Standard orbit. Aye.
Captain, it would be helpful if we knew what our orders were.
Yellow alert. Battle systems on standby.
Sir, may we know what is going on? This sector of space has no enemy activity and is quite a long way from the battle line. What exactly are we on alert for?
Ship-wide. This is the captain. All hands secure the ship. Maintain a strict 3 to 8 schedule until further notice. Bergen out. Mr. Mitchell, put up a star chart of the sector on the main view screen. This is the Kessler system. 5 planets, the second one inhabited by a Class Q civilization, roughly equivalent to 1880s Earth. Outside the Alliance, the system has been spared the ravages of the war and presents no strategic value to either side. Until now. The front line has altered so that this system is now a perfect staging area for the Zylons to launch an attack into Alliance territory. Hence the reason for the attack on the starbase, get rid of any witnesses. Our mission is to prevent the Zylons from establishing a base here. They're coming. So it's going to be up to us alone until reinforcements arrive. Claire?
We'll stop them, sir. No doubt about it.
And what about us?
I have plans for you.
You're not surprised we're on your bridge?
She has eyes in the back of her head.
More like a feeling for foreboding. It had to be you. I brought you along for a very special mission. I need you to go down to the planet and establish diplomatic relations. You have experience with first contact, and I expect you'll be better received than a bunch of soldiers. We'll do our best to keep them out of the fight, but you had better prepare them in case this spills over. Can you do that?
Nothing simpler.
Good. Commander Millet will escort you and your companion to the transporter room. We'll beam you back when the system is secure.
Of course.
Doctor?
This way.
Doctor!
Come along, companion. You heard the nice lady. This way.
That should do it.
Well, looks like they couldn't be bothered to save us a walk. That village looks a good hour away.
Can't just plop us down in the middle of the village. To frighten the natives. You heard the captain. Late 19th century Earth. How would they have reacted to a couple of demons appearing before their eyes?
Demons?
Well, after all, I might look the part, but your attire... How else would you describe it?
Anachronistic, yes, I see the point. But my clothing is not demonic, you absurd fiend.
Huh, you cut me.
You'll heal.
Well, the walk will give us time to figure the reason Burgess sent us down here.
I thought it was for first contact.
You actually believe that poppycock she fed us?
No?
You're not a good liar. No, it wasn't to make nice with the population, and it wasn't just to get us out of the way either. She gave us a tracker, so she wants to keep an eye on us. But for what?
Maybe she wants to watch us squirm?
I wouldn't put it past her, but let's try to think more devious than that. You sent a couple expendable people to a battleground for what?
Didn't they used to send sheep to clear out minefields?
I'm not too comfortable with that thought. But best we watch our so-called footing, right?
Right.
In the meantime, let's see about that village. One thing Bergen was truthful about is that those people are going to be caught in the middle of all of this.
Okay, Freya. They bought your story. But for how long, huh? And another question. Why didn't the Doctor and Kimberly come back to the TARDIS? They can't expect me to find them on this huge station? Okay. These people clearly don't like the Doctor, so best not to let them know he's here. So how to find someone without looking like you're looking? By looking everywhere. I hope the battery is still charged on my phone. Okay, camera on, and... Hi everyone! Freya here! I know it's been a while, but I've been... Well, you wouldn't believe where I've been. Take a look around! Isn't this out of this world? Let me pan the camera around. I bet you've never seen anything like this before. Yes, those are aliens. This one has antenna, that one has spikes for skin, that one kinda looks like a raccoon. Oh, I think he saw me looking at him, oh dear. And look how busy the place is. There's a lot more hustle and bustle than when I first got here. Equipment and all kinds of boxes all over the place. People rushing about more than when we were under attack. Oh yeah, I'll tell you all about that later. But for now, let's continue looking around and see if we can find anyone interesting.
That village must have been further away than we thought. It's getting dark already.
Planet has a faster rotation than the Earth, so night comes quicker. I thought I felt a stronger gravitational pull.
So this just feels longer.
It's all in your mind.
Doctor, look! The lights have gone out in the village.
Looks to be a farming community. You know the old saying, make hay while the sun shines?
I don't like the dark. Not even a moon in the sky.
Then we'd better get there before the last of the light wanes. I left my electric torch back in the TARDIS.
More pockets than a magician, but you never have what we need.
Jelly baby?
That stuff will rot your teeth.
Maybe we should pick up the pace.
Don't like the dark either.
Especially when we're being followed.
What?
Don't look, just stay by me.
Who is it?
Not who, what?
An animal?
I don't know.
I hear it.
Run!
Doctor!